dias.
Buenos dias, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Carrie. We're the parents from the TV show Travel with Kids.
And today we are going to go to Cancun, but not just to party and hang out on the beach with the kids.
Chocolate surprise with extra chocolate sauce.
Really? We're not going to party?
Nope, we are going on a scientific expedition.
There's a massive feeding ground off the coast of Cancun and kind of that Yucatan Peninsula, whale shark feeding ground, and they come and congregate there every year about mid-May to mid-September.
They're there to eat plankton, tiny microscopic organisms in the ocean. And just hundreds, if not thousands, of these whale sharks, which are actually fish, they're not actually sharks, congregate in the same area and open up their gigantic mouths and suck in as much plankton as possible. And you can hop on a small boat and get out there in the middle with them.
Look, it's right there. Oh my God!
And luck is overflowing for us today, as a school of about, not 2, not 5, or even 10, 50 whale sharks circle nearby.
Huge.
That they are. In fact, they are said to weigh as much as some of the bigger dinosaurs, and they grow up to 40 feet long. That's about the size of a school bus.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you see its teeth?
They're not actually sharks. They're fish.
No,
They're big, gigantic fish.
they actually don't have big teeth, but they do have a little row of teeth. But they don't use them to like munch their food or catch humans.
Interesting behind-the-scenes information about this episode. It was actually filmed over 2 separate years, because the first summer we went there, we went out on a boat for many hours and did not see one single whale shark.
Womp, womp, womp.
Big womp
No
womp.
whale sharks. And we didn't leave ourselves an extra day to go back out. So I would recommend, if you're gonna go see the whale sharks, make sure you leave an extra day, because sometimes the whale sharks don't want to show up.
And we sit and wait, and wait, and wait. The radio crackles with other captains checking in with each other. But unfortunately, recent rains drove the sharks deep down in the water. So, no sharks today. Luckily, Solo Buceo offers a free tour if you do not see the whale sharks the first day. There was a huge storm the night before, a big winter monsoon storm, and when they get heavy rains, the whale sharks dive down really deep, and they don't come back for a day or two. So we head out again the next day. Will we have any luck? We scan the horizon looking for the telltale, excuse the pun, sign of the sharks, the pectoral fin, and the tail fin swirling around in the water. We came back the next summer and specifically to go looking for whale sharks, and here's what we found. Although they do have rows of tiny teeth, they do not use them for feeding. They are filter feeders, and despite their massive size, they only eat tiny plankton, microscopic plants and animals. So they swim with their mouths open, while all the plankton plus a few small fish food flood in. Once the whale shark gets a full mouth, he pushes the water out of his gills and swallows the food. He warns us that they are a vulnerable species, and we should try to avoid touching them. But he says sometimes it's impossible, as these whale sharks aren't really bothered by our presence, and they just kind of swim where they want, regardless of us. But you do need to be careful of the back end. The tail fin is very strong.
You have to be careful because their fins are the size of me. Their back fins, and trust me, it hurts. He high-fived my face.
The guide says the best viewing position is by the whale shark's gills, and we soon find out why.
You got close right next to their face. The current from them swimming would actually pull you along. So you're just right next to it, staying there. He went to the surface and the gills stopped pushing me back. So I went really far forward and looked at its mouth, and it was cool.
Another amazing experience. Manta rays swim amongst the whale sharks, joining the plankton feast. These huge creatures, which can grow almost 25 feet across and weigh up to 3,000 pounds, are barely dwarfed by the size of the whale sharks as they glide and flap, looking almost like giant birds flying through the water.
The manta ray was doing flips. I think it's a territorial thing. It was doing flips in the water, and I was right above it, and the under part is white.
So here's another little fact that you wouldn't know from the show, because it's not something we're going to show on the camera, is you're out there for hours on those little boats, and there's no bathrooms. So the guy would be like, does anyone have to go to the bathroom? And everyone would just jump overboard at the same time, hold on to the edge of the boat. There's your bathroom.
It does look intimidating. Sometimes these things are coming right at you.
They're like as big as a school bus.
They're as big as
They're giant.
They're as big as a bus. They're huge. And you can feel their power in the water from just their fins. And when they open their mouth, it can get quite scary. But they see you and they kind of get out of the way. They say, hey, I'm just looking for a little tiny microscopic plankton.
We're not on the menu.
Yeah, they don't really want to bother with us. And then sometimes they'll brush up against you, and
It feels kind of weird because their skin's like rubbery but then rough at the same time.
out of all the things we've done filming around the world for many years for the Travel with Kids show, this was definitely in my top 5 all-time just amazing experiences.
The kids get up close and personal with some of the shyest creatures in the world. You don't see often the whale sharks in a big group like that. You might see one here or there. We saw one in Cabo once. We saw one in Honduras once. But you don't see them in these big groups like we did off of the coast of Cancun. And it's really quite a special experience.
It was amazing.
So thanks for joining us. If you like this video, remember, hit like, hit subscribe, and turn your notifications on to get more videos like this.
Sure to check back often. We're going to be coming at you with lots more content, a lot of behind-the-scenes look at filming Travel with Kids over the years with Nathan and Seamus.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Yay.
Do you like my shirt?
Yes. Whale shark, I get it. Whales. Yellow whale shark. Dun, 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 dun. That was for Woody.
Yes, that's an Easter egg. Yellow whale shark. You're going to have to find that in one of our other episodes.
Oh, man. Hola.